Bonjour. So today we tested the Brasserie Charlie. Brasserie Charlie is located in Port-Maillot on line 1, and it's very interesting and super excited to show you how the restaurant is. So first of all, Brasserie Charlie is the newest addition to a group of restaurants in Paris called La Nouvelle Garde. They're actually quite famous in Paris because they have the Brasserie Bélanger, the Brasserie du Bio, Brasserie Martin, and Brasserie des Prés. The Brasserie des Prés is one of the most famous ones, and where there's a lot of local Parisians, and they have amazing, like modern brasserie style French food. Honestly, it's some of the best brasseries I've been to, Du Bio and Brasserie des Prés, and it was super exciting to test their new address, which is actually just a little more on the outskirts, not outskirts, but it's near La Défense on line 1, so easily accessible, but a little further away from the other 4. So La Nouvelle Garde is initially very famous to be like a typical French brasserie style, and they love having local products, and actually they do what is called circuit court. Circuit court means you can get directly like from your supplier and that there's not too many steps. So they go for local products, and that allows them to have bigger quantity and also have more reasonable prices, because some upper end brasseries in Paris are just super expensive. So this is what they're gonna go for, and each of their brasseries kind of has a different vibe. Like there's one of them that has like an ice cream store and that has a hidden bar, cocktail bar as well. And this one, the particularity of the one we went to today is that it's focused on seafood, like fresh seafood and fish. So this is definitely what we ordered today. Is we decided to go for the fish of the day, pêche du jour, and that means the fish of the day, and today it was merlu. So when we enter the restaurant, it's very interesting because it feels like the perfect mix between traditional brasserie and modern brasserie. Like you can see the old signs and the old posters and like the windows that were brasseries at the time with the big writing in the glass that you can see through. And we sat on the terrace area, which is kind of, it's still indoors and it still has access view to the outside. This is really the spot I recommend for anyone trying a brasserie à Paris, is to be inside, so you know you're still protected from like too much noise or from the heat or from the cold, but you can still have a view outside. And where we were sitting, it was really great because we also could see like the view of the outside of Neuilly and the inside of the restaurant. The inside of the restaurant is really interesting because when you enter, on the left side there's like the places with all the tables, and everything is quite close together like in normal French brasseries. And on the right side, that's where we can see like the seafood, fresh seafood section, which has like some oysters and some fishes, so you can see all the fresh seafood that they have arriving. And there's definitely the beautiful bar counter, which you can definitely come just for a coffee or a drink. We opted for their mocktails. So it was based with raspberry, ginger, and other like fruit syrups, and it was super yummy. And I love the name. I forgot. I think it's called Coup de Foudre. The name is called Coup de Foudre, so love at first sight. So you can ask for their mocktail Coup de Foudre, and it's really great combination of fruits and ginger beer fizzy drinks. The entrees are between 6 to 7 euros, and the dishes are usually starting 12 euros in the Brasserie Charlie. There are dishes that you can share together, but of course, you know, typical French is we have an entrée, plat, dessert, fromage, café. And so entree, dish, cheeses, and dessert, and coffee. And then, for example, they have a lot of interesting seafood-based dish. Like they have some fishes, which is based on like some mustard sauces with lemon, and as well as they put it with very traditional like veggie dishes, including gratin dauphinois, which is the potato gratin. The chef of Brasserie Charlie is called Chef Thibault. So everything there is homemade, and they have about 20 people in the kitchen so that they can be 6 to 7 people per service, which is quite a lot. And what we really loved about these dishes was that they were different ways to make these vegetables. Like for example, even in the seafood entree that we have right here, it was super nice because it felt like it was straight out of the sea. Like there was like a lemony kind of sauce, and it felt like we were tasting pieces of the sea. And for main dishes, we decided to have one meat dish as well as one catch of the day, one seafood dish, and those were super yummy as well. The fish was really perfectly matched with the vegetables of season. So the vegetables of season right now are like leeks, so there was leeks as well. I really love how this brasserie is like 100% French style. The sauces were super yummy. So we decided to go for 2 desserts, and then the waiter was looking at me hesitate between 2, and he really recommended the Paris-Brest. He even explained to me the history of Paris-Brest, like why it's in the form of a circle is because it represented the bikes at the time. So in Paris-Brest, like during the competition of bikes, so it was to represent that. We had so much to eat, so the waiter was super nice in letting us have it to take away, and I would definitely recommend this brasserie for anyone coming in. This area in Neuilly, I hadn't known it before that well, but it really feels like a quieter, more like village side to Paris. Like when we go there, I feel like we're kind of in a village that's a large place, and it's really great because it kind of is a mix between the city and a mix between Paris. And it was just such a great meal. I honestly love this brasserie. I would definitely come back, and I would recommend that if you don't know this area of Paris, Neuilly, I did not have any expectations, and I really would like to go back and walk my dog or just like take friends. So I hope you enjoyed this review of this Brasserie Charlie. À bientôt et à demain.